Good morning, everyone. I'm Luke Sullivan with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We are about 30 minutes north of Denver, just off of Interstate 25. You can't miss us. We've got a lot of inventory out right now. Come out, have a look. Anything you're looking for, we can probably get it if we don't have it. And that comes to the used market as well, too. We have lots of trade-ins coming, so a lot of used stuff on the lot as well. Today, behind me, I have a new Logan trailer. It's a 3-horse Bullseye gooseneck variety. Really nicely equipped trailer, a nice runaround if you've got a bigger LQ and you're looking for something to kind of keep local, or if you're looking to kind of maybe upgrade out of a bumper pull into a gooseneck and get a little more capacity, a little more storage out of your tack room, and then also you get a lot more stability and a little bit more weight distribution with these gooseneck trailers. They're a little easier to pull in our opinion. So meat and potato things first and foremost. 2 5/16 inch gooseneck coupler ball. Big heavy duty safety chains. Our gooseneck coupler is fully adjustable too. A lot of different trucks out there on the market, new ones and old ones still running down the road. So we've got a lot of adjustability to kind of suit those newer trucks with the taller beds and some of the older models too. We've got a lot of down adjustment in that as well. So safety chains there, coupler there. Our breakaway cable is right here as well. And then our 7-pins tucked away here in the back, running some lights for us at the moment. But typical 7-pin connection that's going to plug into your trailer. Your truck's receptacle runs your lights, runs your running lights, your brakes, all of the above. And on this particular trailer, since we don't have a 12-volt service on it, it's also going to run all of our interior and exterior lights, load lights, and our tack room lights as well. So manual hand crank jack on this guy. If this trailer really checks every box for you and you say, I'm not at that point in my life anymore, or I want to hand crank jacks and I'd rather have the electric over hydraulic, it's something we can add for you here at our shop at Transwest. We've got some great techs here too, and they will make it look like a factory job. So don't hesitate in thinking that some aftermarket equipment, you're going to get the same jack that we would install or that Logan would install from the factory. We also have a matching aluminum wheel and tire here, same size as all the rest that are on it. We do have it spun around backwards here just to save the life of it a little bit and kind of protect it as well. And speaking of protection, you'll start seeing on these Logans a little bit everywhere, not a little bit everywhere, but everywhere around the trailer, you'll start seeing a lot of this black coating. It's a Vortex liner, very similar to a truck bed liner. It's proprietary to Logan, and it holds up really well. Under these goosenecks, we see a lot of these customers come in for service after they've been running them up and down gravel roads. They hold up really well to that. We'll start seeing a lot of it in the horse area too, and seems to hold up really well to a lot of horse traffic as well. So before we get into the horse area, we'll check out our tack room real quick. We talked about maybe if you're upgrading in size from a bumper pull to a gooseneck, you're gonna see straight away when we get inside of the gooseneck that you're gaining a lot of space, than you would have in the typical bumper pull style trailer. But first, before we get into that, you'll see we've got an oversized door here, double-ended snap on a little blanket pull there for us as well. We can load that up, get ourselves stocked up, and then swing it back up against the door. And then below that, we have a nice little brush tray here, really kind of multi-purpose. It's carpeted in the bottom, but really nice spot to throw a few things. Easy access, quick access as soon as you get to the show, whether it's a few brushes, a few spray bottles, a bit of show sheen, a hoof paint, something like that. So another really nice feature about this tack room and the setup on this trailer is this really nice swing out saddle rack. So you don't have to climb into your tack room through the door, grab a stirrup, trip over a stirrup on your own feet as you're trying to step into the trailer. Now, we're at ground level. We can very easily throw a few saddles right here. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, so very easily I've got two, one here at chest height and one at head height. And then another one up here. The nicest thing about these saddle racks, there's no tools needed to adjust them. A knob on the back. I'm actually tightening now. If I loosen, we can adjust these really to any position we want, as long as you can fit what you're sticking in between there, depending on your tree or your pommel. And then we can bring these all the way down here too, so I don't have to reach very high at all to get all of my saddles loaded on there. and very easily configurable to how you're going to use it. Secondly, you'll notice too, with the extra wide door, we've got a lot of space. So for those of you that are running a lot bigger saddles and have got a lot of tail hanging off the back of some of these smaller saddle racks, really nice way that you're not grabbing your stuff every time you're pulling in and out of there. And then pretty easy access too when your saddle rack's in or out. Stepping inside, you'll see carpeted floor on the bottom down here. Really easy to keep clean, still easy to sweep out. Alongside that, we've got our drop wall here that's carpeted with a nice little fold-out step to gain access into the top of your gooseneck area here. We talked about a lot of the gained extra space out of these gooseneck tack rooms versus the bumper pulls. Obviously, this is kind of free use storage, open use storage, a blank slate, however you want to use it. Plenty of people throw a bedroll up here with a couple of cross windows. You can get some cross ventilation going, and big oversized bus windows too. So you can very easily camp out of this in the weekends. If you want to throw a bunch of totes full of blankets and store them in here for the winter or the summertime, you know, again, blank slate, a lot of extra room in here, and very well lit too. We've got a couple LEDs. We've got one in the nose of the gooseneck, and we've got one over our heads, over your heads at the doorway as well. A couple switches right at that doorway as well. They run our interior lights here, and then we do also have a floodlight right above the door outside of us. We'll take a peek at it when we get back outside. Coming here on our partition wall, carpeted here just below our hanging hooks. Really nice way to quieten things down for our horses on the other side of this wall, and a really nice way to keep from marking up our trailers. Everybody's seen those used trailers on the market with the tack rooms that have all of the U-shaped marks from things swinging as you're driving down the road. So really eliminates that, really helps you resale if you're ever looking for that. And then below the carpet, you'll see more of our Vortex liner. Again, you're gonna see it everywhere around on these Logans, from the floors, the partition walls, and under our goosenecks. Again, they just carry it through everywhere. It's a great material and really holds up really, really well. So hooks front to back or side to side on this partition wall to use as you wish. Pretty deep and pretty tall, so a lot of options of what you can hang there. And then wasted space, we always lose a little bit in that back corner. We filled it up with a water tank on these trailers. Really nice to bring some water from home with you, whether your horses are picky, whether you're on the road and not sure if you'll have water at a stop. It's wintertime, a lot of fuel stations cut their water off. A lot of trailheads and showgrounds this time of year are starting to turn water off if it's not already been turned off. So nice to be able to bring some water with you and offer that to your horses on the road or at a show, something like that. Flip our step back up just to give you a look at the side view of the trailer while we're going down it. We'll close that up. I talked about a couple different awning lights. We've got a floodlight here above our tack room door controlled by that switch inside the tack room. And then we've got some separate awning lights above a couple tie rings and above our bus windows for our horses on our hip side. That's controllable by a switch on the rear bumper. Really nice setup. We've got some load lights on the rear and opposing side as well, driver's side. So nice to be able to see things late at night, early in the mornings, and be able to know what you're doing and see what you're doing. So below that, we talked about we've got some oversized bus windows. Summertime, really nice to get those open full blast, get a lot of air moving through there. You'll see when we get to driver's side on the head side, we do have 3 full drop windows on there as well. Between the two, you can get a lot of airflow moving through there, and just a really nice way to ensure that your horses are happy and comfortable. Summertime and wintertime too, you can still crack a couple of those windows and get a little bit of fresh air flowing in over their backs. So below that, we've got some tie rings, mirror image on the driver's side as well too. So you've got some options if you've got a couple that don't get along. Tack a few up on this side, throw a few and tie a few up on the other side as well if you need to separate them, or just how your parking situation it shows. Everybody knows it varies at every show, and it's nice to have some options either side. So getting down into the running gear of our trailer here, Dexter torsion axles, electric drum brakes. Always make sure that your tow vehicle has a functioning trailer brake controller. So there's a trailer gain setting, typically a 1 or a 0 through a 10 setting. That's the strength that you're putting to your trailer brakes. And it's really about feel. It's about knowing that your trailer and your truck are working together and you're not overworking one or the other. Especially out here in Colorado, we always want to make sure that that is a functioning system out in the mountains. You don't ever want to be without trailer brakes, especially when you get into these size trailers. We're getting into the bigger goosenecks now. We're not talking about a little bumper pull. No matter your tow vehicle, always make sure you have functioning trailer brakes and you have control over their settings. So we'll work our way around to the back of this trailer now. Before I open up the rear doors and we get into the inside of it, you will see we are a split 50-50 door on the back, step up style trailer. Again, we talked about add-ons that we can do here at Transwest. We can always add a ramp as well. If a jack is really something you're looking for, or if a ramp is something you're really looking for, especially with our Logan and our Cimarrons, we can add a lot of those factory pieces here, ordered direct from the manufacturer, and they can get those to us and we can install them. And again, just like the jacks with the techs that we have here in the shop, they're awesome. It'll be a factory finish. You'll never know it was an add-on. So a couple of things before we swing open some doors. Here were our exterior floodlights and our interior lights for our horse compartment that we talked about. A couple little weather sealed switches here. Really nice to have control of those before you get into your horse compartment. Above that, you'll see our tail lights. LEDs on everything from our running lights to our license plate light up light. Included in the tail lights of these guys too is you'll see some white LED diodes in there too, is a reverse light. So really nice to be able to see behind you at night. No changes, it's all included, just been kind of one of those underutilized plugs in that 7-pin that all our trucks are equipped with. So really nice added feature that Logan's putting on these trailers. And just really, again, with our interior lights and our LEDs inside and out and the floodlights, it's nice too when you're driving to know that you can see a little bit more too. So we'll pop these rear doors open. Like I said, 50-50 split. Nice holdbacks on both of them. As we open everything up, you'll start seeing a lot more of that Vortex lining now on our kick walls, on our head wall, on our doors. We are a rubber matted trailer with a wood floor. Wood flooring is coated with that Vortex liner. Our suggestions with wood flooring, with aluminum flooring, with all of our rubber matted trailers is once a year, depending on usage. If you're a heavy user and have a lot of traffic in and out of it, and it's got a lot of use and a lot of traffic and travel, maybe more, but once a year, pull your mats, inspect your flooring, aluminum or wood, and wash them out, get a good wash out of them, make sure everything's dry, and try never to store your trailers with wet shavings on the floor. Always, perform some good housekeeping, and that'll really help prolong the life of your flooring, whether it's wood, whether it's aluminum, or anything in between. Nice one-handed operation on these latches. Our rear partition is telescoping so that we're able to fold these flat against this driver's side wall. Couple simple little double-ended snaps. We can secure all of these against driver's side. And if you do want to haul a small load of hay, if you do want to roll your ATV in here for service or to go hit some trails with some friends, you can make this trailer multi-use, and you have a variety of different options and possibilities that it's not just an investment for the horses, but you can get some other uses out of it as well. And really nice setup to be able to do that and to be very versatile. So walking inside of it, we'll see again, like I said, a lot of the Vortex lining. We'll see head side when we get outside, but we have drop windows. They're a little masked right now. Logan does a really nice screen on those to kind of keep any kind of that light road debris or bugs out of the horses' faces. But above our heads, we will see a roof vent, a two-way roof vent for each individual horse. Really nice style roof vents. Can bring a lot of air when you're traveling down the road in over your horse's head and back during the summertime. And then wintertime, you get 3 horses in a smaller trailer like this, and you're going to build up a lot of heat if you have everything closed up very quickly too. So nice to be able to reverse those and pull a little bit of that heat and stuffy air and bring a little fresh air in over their backs as well. So Really nice features with that. We also see some tie rings above the head of each horse if you want to hang a hay net. And then we do have provisions in the corner for some corner feeders at the head of each horse as well too. So something that you could option out. We carry a lot of those in stock here in our parts department. So nice to be provisioned already in there. Nothing you have to install, just purchase the bags. A couple double-ended snaps. You'll see them, we have them at each head. Just a couple of these D-rings for a nice setup for those corner feeders as well. While you're in their corner, you can get a nice view of the screen that we do as well. So jail bars with the drop window, and we'll get a real nice look at those when we get outside as well. Right back to our 3 horses. Nice for loading as well. Can pin those across if you have one that you need both hands. Can pin a couple of those open and then latch your horses in as you go. Close our backside back up. Another small little feature that the Logans are throwing in this too is this big flap of weather stripping too. We have a ton of gravel and dirt roads out here, so just everybody's always familiar with opening these guys up and having them full. The back door, they're full of dust and dirt, so nice way to keep some of that from making its way inside the trailer. We talked a lot about driver's side being a mirror image of passenger side on this trailer. We do have 3 tie hooks, just like we had on passenger side. We've got a nice flood awning light above our horses there when we're tied up to them. Biggest difference on our trailer here on this Logan is our drop windows. Really easy operation. Our latch is way high, so Logan does a really nice job with this bar. Easy access. Don't have to reach so high to pull that, and then pull it right down. Nice suction cup to hold these against the sidewall too. I've done some trips in some other brand trailers now across Kansas and some nice breezes, and I've watched these drop windows flap in the wind. So really nice suction that holds that firmly against the driver's side wall there. And then our jail bars, we talked about the screen. It's attached to our jail bars very nicely. A couple little Velcro straps on the bottom. And then the Logans have a little track that they fit in, but your center bar is spring loaded. So that's your access to get that open and or closed. Really nice system with these drop windows. All 3 drop down, same size. Small little bus window in the hip. We're getting wintertime now here in Colorado. It's 30 this morning, so nice to be able to open those up and get that airflow that you want through there. Obviously, on a morning like today, you wouldn't want to drop your full drop windows and have that full head of breeze coming into your horses on a 30-degree morning. So nice to have a little bit of fresh air coming in over your horses and be able to control that and just have the ability to change it up. It's summertime, 95 degrees, and you want to get as much airflow flowing through there as you can and keep your horses cool. And then this time of year, you don't want that cold breeze over them, but you still need some of that fresh air. And those small bus windows really help you do that. So Logan Bullseye model on the lot here. We have quite a few different variations of a 3-horse Logan on the lot. We've got a couple of the bumper pulls. We've got a couple of the goosenecks as well. If you're interested in this trailer specifically, please feel free to reach out to me. My name's Luke Sullivan. You can email me, luke.sullivan@transwest.com. Call or text me. My cell phone's 859-509-1282. This trailer specifically, stock number is 5N240876. If you're interested in it, please feel free to reference that when you call in and ask us about it. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. También hablo español.